I am home from Gamescom, as you probably already know, because I've started to release some Gamescom content. Why didn't you upload while you were there, Theo? Well, friends, I needed to have good internet to upload, and I just had no time and internet because I was recording, and now I'm at home. I can just start editing, which is useful. I came home early. Anyway, so let's get into this Forza Horizon 3 footage. As you already know, I like to break things. So I thought in this video, what can I do? They gave me extra time on Forza. I thought, what can I do? What can I show off in Forza Horizon 3? And I thought, how about breaking and exploring in this game? Because that's something we haven't been able to do just yet ourselves. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to explore as much as I can of this game. Go into all the little areas where they necessarily wouldn't want you to go. But I'll go there anyway, because why the hell not? And also, just a little hint. Drifting a stock buggy doesn't necessarily work, and also getting a reverse gear doesn't really help with your drift. But yeah, as I said, this video is mostly going to be exploring around the map, going into places. I was trying to break the demo, pretty much. I was trying to get out of bounds, see if I could, like, find a way through the certain area. The Forza guy behind me was watching. He's from Turn 10, and he wasn't very happy. He was kind of like, oh look, destructive trees. He wasn't very happy. It was kind of like, he was sat behind me watching me, trying to make sure that I didn't break anything, which was actually quite fun. But anyway, so yeah, throughout this whole thing, it's a scripted demo, it's a timed demo. You can actually lose the scripted race, which I don't think you could do on Forza Horizon 2. If you could, it was very easy. Like, unless you were stopped, you would win. But pretty much, there was a lot of things I wanted to explore in this game, in this demo even. So I went to this, like, obviously the forest area. I don't know exactly what you would call it, a rainforest. It hasn't rained in the forest on this demo, so it's not really a rainforest, it's a forest. But it looks beautiful, and honestly, I cannot wait to fly through here with some actual stupid cars. Like, you can imagine, obviously, there's a lot of utes, there's a lot of supercars, even an R34. You could drive an R34 through this, just imagine that. Honestly amazing. It annoys me a little bit, though, that obviously they haven't changed the handling. It's still just as easy as ever to basically drive around, little cool dirt path there, drive around in a supercar off-road. You'll see it later in the demo. I'll be driving this Lamborghini right here. I go off-road and it flies like hundreds of miles an hour very easily, which is, it's a shame. I wish it would have a massive effect on performance if you go off-road in a car like this, unless you put rally tires and suspension, that sort of thing on. But look at that view. Now, I'm skeptical about games. I'm very skeptical, as you know. If a game, for example, says we have no bounds, we've removed the limits, that kind of stuff, I'm always the one to be like, have you really? Are you bullshitting? Because you probably are, let's be honest. But honestly, I've got to say, Forza have done pretty damn well here. Forza have done pretty damn well. I did not see any, like, limits in this at all, except obviously like on the bridge, for example, that's fine. But I'm talking about limits that don't let you go past a certain point. Again, it's a closed demo. They're probably showing the best case scenario. There probably are barriers around the map, but from what I've seen, honestly looks massively open. A lot more open than Forza Horizon 2. A lot more. Obviously, this is going to be the places you can't really go, but it's like, obviously, you can't drive through a lake or a river or something like that. Well, you can, there's, you know, the shallow ones, but say that river there, for example, you're not really going to try and drive through that. Well, you might try, but you probably can get up to it and drive on. Maybe there's like a wall around that, or you go into it and you crash out, whatever. So there's probably the limits of the water, obviously, which is totally fine. And I don't imagine you can drive on the dam, like up the dam or down the dam. You can't, which is a shame. Imagine if you could. See what I mean, Forza? You need to remove your bounds a bit more. But no, seriously, it seems like the bounds have been massively scaled back. I can't see any in this demo. And I believe the Forza Horizon 2, not the actual playable demo, but the E3 demo, that sort of thing, I think I remember there being, like, limits around that. I can't remember the exact full-on demo, but you could see that, like, the mountain stuff, yeah, there were limits there. And I'm really hoping there aren't those limits on, like, the mountains and stuff on this game, because when I see a mountain on a game, I want to drive up that thing. I don't care. I'm driving up that thing. I'm going to attempt to drive up that thing. Obviously, if you stop me, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed and shouting, but I shout anyway, to be fair. So, as I said, I was just kind of exploring the limits here. The one thing you see is the leaving demo area thing pop up. That means that, obviously, you get too far away from the track. So, obviously, there's areas where I'm driving very slow to make sure I don't drive too far away from the track and just get stuck. and just, obviously, the game reset and get annoyed at me. Whatever, basically reset me back to the track. I tried to explore as much as I could, and I was actually pleasantly surprised with that amount of stuff I could actually show. And it's more looking at the distance in this demo, obviously, and Except this bit, I was driving in the water because I thought, hey, why the hell not? Driving in the water is actually doable, which is cool. And what's funny is driving in the water actually feels like I think the handling should feel like when you drive off-road in a supercar, but Forza don't think that. That would be quite good, honestly. Look, if you go off here, for example, there is another little lake, which I thought was really awesome. There's a lot of locations that I'm actually just going to go off-road for the hell of it, and I'm probably going to end up going off-road because of my terrible driving, not because I want to explore, but no, a combination of the two. You can see here, I was very cautious around for 2 reasons. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to drive in there, it might crash me out, you know, just respawn me. And also, I didn't want to get too far away from the track, so I went around the outside. As you can see, there is track around the outside on the mini-map there. So, yeah, I then thought, you know what? What the hell? I'm doing this to show off everything in this game. I just drove through, and it just went through. It just went through. It said the leaving demo area, so I was very close to the bounds, but I could just drive around. And as you can see, it really, really does affect the performance of the car. So again, that's what I think it should be like when you drive off-road in a Lamborghini. Not going 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, I don't even know. In a fucking Lamborghini, I don't know. Now, this is something I want to drive. Okay. You see this little dirt road going up that mountain once I get a better angle of it here, because I adjusted to get a better angle. But you can see this little dirt road that goes up it. I am hoping to God we can drive up that mountain. If we can drive up that mountain, I don't even know what I'll do. I'll cry with happiness. Again, I wanted to explore this little area here, this little dirt path, because it's very cool. Like, these all little houses planted everywhere, because, again, it's something that you don't get in the UK. You don't get, like, random dirt roads with houses like this. It's very Australian. It's very, probably American as well. And now you move on to the truck, and then, as you know, you actually go onto the off-road section. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back. This is really where I thought I'd broken the bounds. I thought I'd glitched it, and then they haven't put bounds outside of this area for the truck. I thought maybe it was vehicle specific, you know, the section specific. So I thought, you know what? Let's try and risk it. Let's go outside the area. Let's drive off the road. Oh my God, I've done it. Oh shit. That's it. What? The Forza guy was very happy with that outcome. Let's just be clear. So anyway, now on to the Dune buggy. This thing, it's a lot of fun to drive. I definitely can't wait to like fully soup these things out. And I thought, you know what, I can see the festival over there, let's go to it. Now, I don't think this is the main festival. I don't even know if there is a main festival. If it is, it's probably in the city. That seems like it would be the case. But I wanted to show this one off because, again, it gives you an idea of what the festival is going to be like. And I was actually playing it. Obviously, I haven't played a festival area in the game yet. But look at this ground. I'm glad that they much more remind me of Forza Horizon 1. Even though I haven't played it, but they remind me much more of Forza Horizon 1. Which I really prefer the look of that game, not just for the fact that it has a story, but for the actual feel of the game. I see what people mean about the feel of Horizon on Forza Horizon 1. Forza Horizon 2, there is no Horizon feel at all. There's no festival feel. Everyone's just like a stick character, whatever. So, whereas this game, I think it's actually, I'm starting to feel a little bit. Like, not as much as Forza Horizon 1, but much more than Forza Horizon 2, that's for sure. Again, here I wanted to drive off. You can see in the distance there, all the roads, the little towns. It's a little town, really, isn't it? Like beachfront houses. I love it. I love this feel. It's something that you don't get anywhere else, really, other than, like, obviously hot places, which is where most of us don't live. Most of us live in, like, towns and cities and towns and maybe villages. Do you live in a village? I don't know. But I love the fact that they've, like, gone to display a lot more of the things that we don't get. Which is cool. Obviously, these developers are from the UK, so obviously they kind of experience what I experience, and they're very much focusing on, in my opinion, on this demo and probably most of the game, areas that we don't get to see while living in the UK, which is obviously what you want. Look at the size of that forest in the distance. You see, with this game, I see all of this in the distance, but my skeptical part of my mind is always like, am I going to be able to drive that? I damn hope so. For fucking damn sure. I would love to be able to explore that whole area. Just drive up the mountains in my stupid car that I've made to go off-road. Look at down that lake. You can actually drive down there. I can't wait to see how far you can go in that in the cars and stuff. And I'm hoping that the height of your car depends on, like, obviously changes how much you can drive through the water before it crashes you out. That would be cool advantages for making your own custom races, that sort of thing. Because I know you can make custom bucket lists and races, so having a bucket list or race start down the stream would be cool. Mostly if you choose like a Lamborghini, you're gonna drown basically. So yeah, a lot of missing checkpoints and stuff. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm hoping there's no barriers and I can go out of bounds. I can just explore everything. Obviously, there will be a limit at some point, but I'm hoping it's the actual outside of the map. If it's, you know, blocking off part of the inside of the map and you have to go round it, and there's like, because of the mountains in the way, that's going to annoy me. That annoys me more than anything, I think. Just seeing that massive cock tease of a fucking beautiful mountain that I could drive down, chuck my car off, and then saying, no, it's blocking for you, blocking. I'd rather not have the fucking mountain, if I'm totally honest. Let me drive it. It's an open world game. It's not supposed to be a... It's somewhat open, give or take, but yeah, this is pretty much it for the demo. It ended there, and I thought, you know what, I've pretty much explored everything I can on this demo. It's not let me break it, so that will do. So anyway, that, my friends, was a demo of Forza Horizon 3 from Gamescom. Again, I had a chance to record more of it, so I wanted to show you a little bit more of it. The more Forza Horizon 3, the better. I think that's how it should be, right? Anyway, be sure to leave a like if you want to see more Forza Horizon 3 on the channel. Subscribe for the latest on everything racing games. Be sure to... I said that. I'm good at this thing. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.